Hey everybody, Bethesda brought back paid mods for Skyrim, and I'm going to be using um, Redshift here in the video that he made uh, as the basis for this commentary. So go subscribe to Redshift. Um, Off rip, I'm not necessarily against paid mods. If I was still a teenager, maybe yes I would, but that's because I was broke and I didn't understand that these are works of art on some level and people deserve to get paid for the stuff that they do. So I'm not necessarily against the concept of paid mods, and I that's kind of like the undercurrent I want to give here off rip. So let's get started, shall we? So the first thing that we have is we're going to be using this video as kind of like the basis for the commentary that I'm going to be doing here because I'm very poor right now and I am unable to afford the credits to get everything. Yeah, so I don't Redshift isn't necessarily incorrect here. It's like nothing special. The only thing that I feel about it is here's my thing, right? So this is a screenshot from the Atomic Shop, early days of the Atomic Shop in Fallout 76. Now, I had my own issues with Fallout 76 in today's day and age, but back then I liked it for what it was and I wasn't too mad about it. I am, in fact, a Bethesda sim. But a couple things I want to note here. A cap, an individual cap, is $5. So remember that these atoms here, these currency, one atom is equivalent to 1 cent, basically, roughly. So you're paying $6 for pajamas, $6 for a jumpsuit, $4 for black overalls, $5 for a hat, $3 for a hat, and these are just things that you can just make and craft and just use. They don't appear in the world. They're not integrated into the thing at all. And most importantly, it's just going into Bethesda's pocket here. So one of the things that I kind of want to note by bringing this up is, remember, yes, this is paid mods. Yes, this is Bethesda shillery, but it is different from something like Fallout 76 in this, because when you pay $4 for black overalls here, you only get like the body outfit. You don't get hats. You don't get like a hat to go with it. And it's not integrated into the world in any meaningful way. This is, and most importantly, a chunk of this money goes back to the mod author. So one of the things that was very, very controversial with the Creation Club was, mod creators were paid a flat fee, and then they weren't paid any of the royalties on top of this. So I just Googled it just to make sure. The terms are actually different. So instead, like I said, instead of a flat fee commission, there you get royalties. Modders have to ask Bethesda to join instead of Bethesda commissioning them. There are no restrictions on voiceover. Content doesn't have to be lore accurate, meaning none of it is canon, and the author sets the price. Also, no AI generated stuff, which is also great. So I want to be very clear here when I say that this is Bethesda's getting a cut from here, but Bethesda didn't pick the price here. The mod author did. And the mod author is, by Nero here, is selling this for what they think the fair market value for this is. Now, I'm not opposed to this. I want artists and content creators to get paid, especially mod authors, because endorsements on Nexus just ain't cutting it for a lot of these motherfuckers. So I just want to be very clear that before y'all get really mad at this shit, remember, Bethesda didn't set the price. The mod authors did. The mod authors had to ask to be included, and then their content had to be approved. And they have a lot more creative freedom. And they have a lot, and they are actually getting paid when people buy this. So I'm supportive. Um, we're gonna move on to the next mod just because he's just gonna have like criticism and stuff and showing other really objectively great mods like this one by Zababo, or this traveling. Oh, I hate you, YouTube. There it is, the traveling mage armor by Fuse. Again, and objectively, if you wanted just a bunch of really high quality armors, you really literally that does this anyways, that integrates everything into the world, you could literally just get immersive armors and call it a fucking day. But even so, supporting small artists. So, mhm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna like spoil the actual quest for it for y'all if y'all want to get it for whatever reason. It's just a courtesy. So I actually kind of like that feature a little bit because one of the things I kind of like to do is do the whole is the Trinity, the warrior, the mage, the thief. And I would like to like maybe get like if I'm playing a warrior, I would like to be able to like have like that composition. I don't really like playing thief primarily art. I just find the stealth archer gameplay to be it's I've gotten bored with it to this point. I like kind of just the spell. I prefer at this point in my life the spell blade um archetype, but that's just me. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like the concept of that. That's actually quite nice. Did they say? All right, so I'm gonna be honest. This mod here, Katya the Thief, is the same price as the armor mod. Now, this to me is like here's the thing. Um, we are living in a culture today where $4 for a skin or an armor set or whatever is a steal. I think about like Overwatch selling like bundles for like $30. Um, fucking Diablo selling like armor sets and stuff for like $10. It's insane. Um, I want to be very clear that like I don't care enough. Like I when I play something like Fallout 76, I very much don't buy these. I'm not a cosmetics guy, and you might be watching too. And I don't want to excuse people, the practice of selling cosmetics as as like stuff like that. But I very much am a okay with buying features and things that make the game feel more alive and more enjoyable to play. Things I probably wouldn't purchase are things like armor sets, um, or homes, or I would do a thing like get a follower like Katya, or if those armors and weapon sets or the housing homes or whatever come with quests because like because like I view this as like I'm happy to spend $4 to have a 10 to 15 minute romp and then like the rewards of that, and I can do that in every subsequent playthrough. I don't mind that at all. But $4 for a professionally voice acted um follower that can be that's an additional follower to your current one and your pet, as well as uh having like unique interactions with the world that feel like kind of more unique, I guess. I think this is, this I would have paid $2 or $3 more for this, but that's just me. And again, like, I'm more okay paying money for this period at all, like at the idea of it, because we're supporting artists, and that's kind of the most important thing. So, we're gonna move on to this one, which is Shade Tree Lodge. See, $5. Even here's the thing. I know I said that I wasn't a huge, like that I wouldn't really want to play, but like this is actually priced lower than I thought it was going to be. So this, like, it's and it's by and I want to be clear, like, this is Eleonora. Eleonora makes some of the best fucking housing mods in the community. So, like, yeah, like, like that's a Patreon sub, right? Like, that's like a $5 Patreon sub, but it's one time payment, and I get it forever, and it's a high quality piece of content. Like, I think that's great. I think that's objectively great. That's an interesting placement. Wonderful. I love how cluttered it is, but it doesn't feel messy. Always a fan of name storage. See a little visual bug there, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, that's cool. Anniversary edition. Whoa. I honestly, I think it is, like, I would support a creator like Eleonora if, like, I'm not a huge housing mod guy. Like, I like mods like like uh 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 Beyond Skyrim team, the Sky Oblivion and Morrowind team. Like, those are, like, I like very content rich heavy mods, things like False Scar, things like Wayrum's Tooth, um things of that nature. I love, but like, for like all of the good work that Eleanor does, like, if you like housing mods, like really good housing mods, and you would like pay, the way I think about this is that I'm supporting a creator, and instead of like instead of just like giving them $5 for an endorsement on Nexus, in which Nexus takes a cut. I actually, like, Bethesda takes a cut instead. They get a royalty, and I get an awesome piece of content that I then own, which is, I know I'm doing I want to be very clear. I understand people are going to say that I'm shilling heavy for Bethesda here. I'm not. I'm shilling for the mod authors, because I think the mod authors do deserve to get like some kind of pay for their work. Yeah, some of the best ones were created by this bitch. Like, shit, you know what I mean? Like, come on. All right, so we got another one. We got one here. We got on to the next one. I would pay this. I would pay for this because I love the Elder Scrolls Online. I love the Elder Scrolls Online. First of all, second, I absolutely it's by fucking Trainwitz too. Awesome. He makes good like story content. I love that. Um, I love this, and they're from the Elder Scrolls Online. Perfect. I'm all for it. Oh my god, it's Stone Garden. So apparently you get all right, so I'm not gonna skip through it. I'm sorry. I don't want spoilers, but whatever. Oh, that I remember that fight. That was a pain in the ass. Fun. And they added Frostfall. This is $4. Less than the price of an average Patreon sub. God, I haven't done Frostfall in forever. I mean, it's kind the OG one in Elder Scrolls Online itself is made to like. It's $4. Wah. Awesome. It's $4 and you're supporting artists. Hush. Really, a gun mod? So we have a fairly detailed armor mod that's for $4. Doesn't completely feel worth it. We have a beautifully detailed um housing mod for $4, which I think is again, which I do think is worth it. We have, you know, approximately 45 minutes to an hour worth of content from 2 dungeons that with layers and tons of benefits. Hour and 30 minutes if you include padding, the padding of this of Frostvault, for again $4. And then we have a gun that's $6. And this one I'm kind of like eh. Okay, it has a quest, so that's actually I'm actually not upset with that. I thought I'm glad there's a quest that goes with it because like I just I don't know. Rip. Cool. I love this. Oh my god, that's great. So technically, this is kind of like a difficult thing to do technically within the creation engine. So honestly, I'm not as mad at the $6 price tag. Par for the course. Okay, nice. Hmm, nice. Okay. Nice. Awesome. $6. Hot shit. Love that. I love the fact that it comes with a quest. I was happy to pay $4 for Eleanor's shack home just for free, but I'm more than happy to pay $6, an extra $2 for a quest to come with it, and the rest of that. Whatever. I love it. Wonderful. $6. $6. I unironically want to buy this because this looks like exactly the type of home that I would want to use for, because there's a build up to it. I have to earn it. It's super customizable and it has drop points for all of the fucking vanilla gear. I love that. So East Empire expansion is the last mod. $7. So this is a $7 piece of content. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So for $7 so far, we have fully voiced NPC that offers a new mechanic to the game. Very useful early game to make it so you don't have to have like you don't have to lug all your loot around, and B, it handles the selling of shit for you, which in my opinion, teleporting around Skyrim trying to sell all the shit in my inventory is something I deeply dislike having to do. Awesome. Awesome. I would use it. I think that's cool. $7 does feel a little steep, I will admit, but I think the functionality of this is unique and something that I've never seen before, like in this current iteration. And it looks like, bugs aside, it looks to be relatively well built, and I'm supportive of it. So let's take stock of this real quick, shall we? All right. So we have let me pull up a text thing real quick just so we can, you know, take a look at this. So we have three $4 we have three $4 pieces of content, two $6 pieces of content, and one $7 piece of content. So that means 7, 6, 13, 19, 29, 31. So basically, $31. You'd probably have to spend $40 to get all the Creation Club credits you would need to get it. Fine. So you spend $40 and you get what is effectively $31, $32 of content. Yes, you're overpaying a little bit, but honestly, I think like I would probably go without the mage armor. I probably would go without Eleonora's house for $400. I'd probably get everything else though. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like this is like this is a pretty cool like this is what paid mods should be. They should be like robust content, reasonably priced, and most importantly, you know, the mod authors are getting, they're paid. And now, granted, the idea of paid mods suck, period, because we have a swath of amazing content for free. Do I think that I would want to? I think that I would pay for this content in lieu of all of the wonderful free mods that are available to us? Absolutely not. But you know what? Like at the end of the day, I do YouTube. I am an artist. My girlfriend is a photographer. She is, she makes money off of her art. Like, at the end of the day, I am not upset at the idea of somebody who coded, managed, and created a mostly finished product. Getting $2-3, out of the $7, getting $1.50 out of the $4 packages. It's like I am like the whole, premise of this thumbnail, like $40. You know what? I'm not opposed. Like mod authors have been slaving away and making great content for fun for themselves and for their own enrichment for us because they love the game and they love modifying it. And I am not upset at the idea of people making a little bit of money off of the hard work that they've done. Period. Again, is the mage armor worth $4? It's cheaper than shit like Overwatch, Diablo, Fallout 76, or any other like fucking live service game that like you have to pay for cosmetics. But there's better ones you can buy that you can download for free. Do I think would I buy the Eleonora's Fishing Home? Me personally, no. You might like it, but Eleonora has been a fantastic, content creator in the community for years. So definitely, like, if you like her stuff, or you've ever like subbed for her Patreon, or you would sub to like donate money to her, like here's the thing. I kind of am less inclined to hear from people who just download fucking mods and don't, give a fuck about the authors. Like, there's obviously, like, if you think, like, creators, like, mod authors are, like, worthy of some level of respect, like, they deserve to, like, you're not necessarily upset with this. I think the people that would be most upset with this are the people who are, they just don't want to pay money, which I don't agree with. Like, you like, fundamentally, at the end of the day, these mod authors are getting the right end of the stick here. Are getting the long end of the stick here for once. They're getting royalties. They have more creative freedom. They're able to make better shit than the Creation Club. I want to be very clear. All of these things, I was stupid and bought all of the Creation Club content. Misa is a dum-dum. So when I tell you that all of this stuff feels just so much so much more high quality compared to what the fuck the Creation Club was, I shit you, like, I'm all on board. So, the criticisms that were the case with the Creation Club are not applicable here, and I might pick them up at some point in the future when I have some income again. So, speaking of income, did you know that I built a web app? And this is the shameless plug portion. This is the web app that I built. It has a bunch of funky little modules, like apps that you can use. It has games that you can play. It has a way for you to watch me live. It's all quite wonderful. It also has a donate plan. If you want to support me, please consider donating $5 through Ko-fi. Discord, your Ko-fi purchase is connected. Connect your Discord account through Ko-fi, you get access to the Discord, and with access to the Discord, you get access to all the members only content, as well as the members only chat and member VC. You get to see the exclusive stuff that comes out before it comes out. as well as members only content, the after hours portions of the Winston Cups, after hours of podcast recordings, as well as plenty of other fun little things that I've created for y'all's enjoyment and delight. Thank y'all so very much for watching. I appreciate you, your watching this, your listenership, blah da 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 da. Comment on the video and let me know if you think I was wrong with my summation. Drop a subscribe if you want to stick around. Drop a like if you liked the video. Dislike it if you disliked it. I will see you guys later. Have a good one.